In this episode, I'm going to show you the 10 best books to add to your bookshelf in 2022. Let's rise! Rising to be. Rising to be productive. Rising to be organized. Rising to be inspired. Who are you rising to be? New podcast every Tuesday, new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. In honor of Library Shelfie Day, today's episode is about my 2022 reading list and the top 10 best books to read in 2022, so that you can have the best books on your bookshelf this year. Now let's get started. Take the fuss out of what you're having for dinner using Rising to Be's Grocery Gladiator printable bundle. The customizable meal planner helps you to prep and plan your meals ahead of time. And you can even add links to your favorite Pinterest recipes to try out for later. Use the shopping list custom categories to never forget anything while shopping for your groceries. Keep track of your exercises, daily steps, water intake, body measurements, and other fitness goals you have throughout the week and month to track your fitness progress using the Grocery Gladiator bundle. 3 unique color options to choose from. Available now at risingtobe.com and on Etsy. Hello everyone, I'm Christina B Rising and welcome to the Rising to Be show. The only place on the internet where I help you rise to be who you want to be. Helping you rise to be productive, organized, and inspired so that you can reach your goals. I upload new videos and podcasts every single week, so be sure to subscribe as a riser so that you won't miss anything. Shop for workbooks, printables, and now stickers at risingtobe.com. I also wanted to take a moment and thank my first international order from the United Kingdom. It means so much to hit a milestone like this as a small business owner, so thank you. And last but not least, this episode would not be possible without the support of our Rising to Be patrons and channel members. Thank you, and if you would also like to support, you can at patreon.com/risingtobe. Now let's get into this episode. Book 1, The Self-Care Prescription by Robin Gobin, PhD. Self-care is about making yourself a priority. Whatever your life circumstances, self-care is fundamentally about bringing balance back to a life that has grown imbalanced from too many commitments or responsibilities. And that's just only one of the popular passages from this amazing book that I am definitely looking forward to reading this year. This book is packed with self-care strategies and well-being solutions to help you have a successful experience with self-care, empowering you to find purpose in the relationships you have, and embracing balance in your personal and work life, helping you to create a plan with actionable techniques to help you combat demotivation, anxiety, and anything else that may be holding you back from taking care of yourself physically, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, vocationally, and socially. Here are a few other excerpts to start reading this book in 2022. Self-care is essential, not just for feeling good, but also for functioning well in everyday life. Self-care is about taking a serious look in the mirror and making changes that will give your life more balance, meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. Watch next week's episode early about 5 Chrome extensions to boost your productivity, available right now at patreon.com/risingtobe. There's 3 tiers to choose from. Book 2, Whatever It Takes by Brendan Bornancin. Now, what's interesting about the author of this book is how he started a business that became a major failure. And to me, that's relieving because it seems like every other day we're hearing about people becoming overnight millionaires. Some of us have a little bit of a struggle on our road to becoming a highly successful business owner. Because the reality is that most businesses end up in failure, and Bornancin has been able to reach $100 million in sales and also founding 2 8-figure companies. The book is a no-nonsense guide to getting your business together and uncovering lesser-known business secrets to empower your personal and professional beliefs and transformative habits, which is definitely up my alley for this year and also this decade. According to the synopsis of this book, I will learn exactly how to break bad habits and form empowering ones, mastering the tiny behaviors that lead to remarkable results, failing forward to get better, unlocking the single biggest secret to pursuing my passion, grasping the upside of constructive paranoia, leveraging the power of the 1% rule, bulletproofing your sales, and more. I am definitely looking forward to reading this book this year. Book 3, Storyworthy by Matthew Dix. Your story must reflect change over time. A story cannot simply be a series of remarkable events. You must start out as one version of yourself and end as something new. As you know, I make videos and podcasts here on the internet, and well, sometimes just giving tips every week can get a bit boring. I'm hoping to learn from this book the art of telling a story and weaving in a story to the tips that I give in every single episode. Now, what I like about the author's approach to teaching you the art of storytelling is also teaching how to be a better listener. This is definitely something I need to work on, and how this can be used in different areas of your life. Discussing listening and storytelling as a skill, because it's something you actually have to work on to become good at, which I'm really looking forward to reading this year. In an excerpt from the book Storyworthy by Matthew Dix, read, "Seek out the moments when you felt your heart move, when something changed forever. Even if that moment seems minuscule compared to the rest of the story, that will be your 5-second moment. Until you have it, you don't have a story. Until you have it, you don't have a story. When you find it, you're ready to begin crafting your story." Share this awesome episode with someone you know who needs it to help them rise to be who they want to be. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I hate for you to miss the next episode. Now let's get into our recap. Book 4, Stop Overthinking by Nick Trenton. Since overthinkers are pretty good at convincing themselves that their current worry is all encompassing until the next encompassing worry replaces it. This book covers 23 unique techniques to help with relieving stress, stopping negative spirals, declutter your mind, and focus on the present moment you are currently in. Overcoming negative thoughts takes a lot of trial and error, but it can definitely help by shifting your focus on what you can control in the present moment instead of spiraling into thinking of all kinds of what ifs, which is definitely something I have continuously struggled with for years. So this book is definitely something I will be reading in 2022. In an excerpt from the book Stop Overthinking by Nick Trenton reads, "People who are not subject to anxious overthinking have mastered a particular attitude to life that's characterized by flexibility, focus, resilience, and beneficial action." And here's another excerpt just in case that wasn't enough. The first thing you need to remember is a mantra called the 4 A's of stress management. These are avoid, alter, accept, and adapt. Avoiding things entails simply walking away from the things you can't control. Some things are simply not worth the effort and are best removed from our environments. YouTube commenter Jenna Rouse, I'm watching this video while procrastinating. Thanks so much for your comment, Jenna Rouse, and for watching this video while procrastinating. Book 5, Best Self by Mike Bayer. The real problem is that people are living lives that are incongruent with their authentic selves, either because they're following in their family's footsteps instead of carving their own path, or they're doing what worked for them 10 years ago, but simply doesn't work anymore. They've closed themselves off to what life has to offer because of fear or any number of other things. Every situation is unique. Discovering who you are can definitely be a journey, and it can definitely be more intimidating when everyone around you seems like they clearly have it figured out, and you're still trying to figure out what you like and don't, let alone what you're passionate about. To do something that will put me on a 20-something career path. Even back when I was in high school, so many people knew what they wanted to do with the rest of their lives. And because I was someone who has always had straight A's as well as being in advanced classes, people have always expected me to just know what I want to do with the rest of my life. And of course, who I want to be. And yet here I am, a 25-year-old making videos in my bedroom. And yet here I am, a 25-year-old making videos in my bedroom, still trying to figure things out. So I am definitely looking forward to reading this book. Since I've been gone from making YouTube videos and podcasts, it's been kind of hard to find my direction with my content. So I am definitely looking for a bit more than just tips to better myself this year, but also a sense of direction. I'll be sure to let you know how it goes. In an excerpt from The Best Self by Mike Bayer reads, "We learn in school the importance of a general education, but then later in life, many of us seem to disconnect from the idea of learning and just settle for what knowledge we've already attained. I believe so many of us cease yearning for new information because we may have felt forced to learn things we found to be useless later in life, and as a result experience a level of disenchantment." So let's do a quick recap just in case you missed a book. Book 1, The Self-Care Prescription by Robin Gobin. Book 2, Whatever It Takes by Brandon Bernanson. Book 3, Storyworthy by Matthew Dix. Book 4, Stop Overthinking by Nick Trenton. Book 5, Best Self by Mike Bayer. Do you want even more Risingtobe in your life? Then join the Risingtobe Patreon. It helps you support the channel and other forms of content. There's 3 tiers to choose from, starting as low as $4. So here's a breakdown of Tier 1. You get access to the monthly wallpapers for your computer and phone to keep you motivated and inspired all month long. You get to choose 1 monthly video topic, and of course, you get a Patreon shout out in my next video. Tier 2 has access to monthly wallpapers. You get to choose 1 monthly video topic, early access to videos, and of course, a Patreon shout out in my next video. Tier 3 has access to the monthly wallpapers. They get to choose 2 monthly video topics and 1 podcast topic. Early access to videos and podcasts, a Patreon shout out in my next video, and of course exclusive access to my printable collection from my Etsy store, Risingtobe. And it's only available through Patreon and Etsy, so this is something you really want to jump on. There are 3 tiers to choose from. I plan on adding even more as we go along. So I hope you'll consider joining the Patreon risers. Keep rising to be who you want to be. Thank you so much for stopping by and pressing play. I truly appreciate it. I hope this episode was helpful to you. Let me know down below in the comments or your podcast review what book you'll be reading. Watch next week's episode early by joining my Patreon for exclusive content. There's 3 tiers to choose from at patreon.com/risingtobe. And before I go, I just want to take a moment to thank Elise W. and Rose W., Tier 3 patrons. This episode would not be possible without the support of our Risingtobe patrons and channel members. Thank you. Keep rising to be who you want to be. Bye, risers.